Every day we get hundreds of comments here on the vidIQ YouTube channel, and while we don't have a chance to read them all, we're super thankful for all of them. But I thought it'd be fun if Jen and I got together and read some of your comments, and not only replied to those comments in video form, but also check out your YouTube channels as well. Did you leave a comment we replied to? It's time to find out on this episode of The Boost by vidIQ.
And so the question is from a poll that we posted, what would you rather improve? And if we open that up, it's like video quality or posting frequency was the thing, right? So that was the question we asked. And now this is what Kevin has to say. I think both are super important. When it comes down to it, if your message is good and the community likes it, you can film it on a phone, which is true, as we found out with Regretless.
Yep.
I've been working hard on my storytelling skills, and it translates into better quality. It also takes more time. Ah, the joys of early YouTube channel. I love the process, and I'm all good with the hard work and not many views. I figured the first 100 videos will be like that. What a really great way to think of this journey, rather than I'm going to get a viral hit in my first 3 videos. Great.
I tell creators this all the time. I'm like, this is the good stuff. Hitting that first 1,000 milestone, I was like, there's no better feeling in the world.
Well, so this is his channel.
Ooh, create life your way.
The cinematography looks great, and he's got a lot of DJI stuff. I'm just going to click on these. I'm going to click on this one randomly. Oh. This is fire. This is a fire video. That's not the problem. It's just YouTube's going to take a little while to find people. But if you look at it, with only 300 subscribers, he has 300 views in 4 days. For those who don't know, that's really hard to do.
That doesn't happen.
Yeah, does not happen very often.
It has to be celebrated when it does happen. Even though it's still only 300 views, you could look at it that way. But when your views are just about outreaching your subscribers, that's crazy. And then when we see that third video, the I Will Never Quit, this is a video we're going to see do really, really well for an established creator. So the fact that this only has 16 views, that doesn't surprise me at all because we don't have that trust. We haven't built up that audience through discoverable content for that to be a heavy hitter. For a bigger creator, that would be a really heavy hitter. The minimal title, really simple thumbnail. We're going to see that one like probably outperform other content, especially if it said like I did quit, but
yeah, right. Like every YouTuber quits at least once in their career.
When we see that style, sometimes we think that when we use these bigger creators for inspiration, that those are things we can also do and expect the same results. I think that in this case, it's totally fine to put that content out there, have fun with it, but your expectation should be set where that video is not going to outperform content because we just don't know who you are. So we don't care yet why you'll never quit. We will care, but not yet.
I totally agree. And what a great way to consider things. And as a matter of fact, speaking of keeping things in context, I like this next comment quite a lot. Love watching your videos, really helpful tips, and definitely use some of them. Also the way I keep growing, almost at 500 subs. Just kind of like, yeah, I love what's going on. I'm trying to do it. I'm grinding. I'm doing it up. Let's see what this person is up to and see what their channel's about. Naomi Stone.
Oh, we got a lifestyle creator.
Yes.
How do I know that so fast? Because we got those thumbs that scream I'm a lifestyle creator.
Absolutely. Explain what that means for people who've never seen a lifestyle creator. What's the thumbs tell?
It's the wild, wild west of YouTube. Let me say that. Everything you think is wrong works for lifestyle. So we have...
You're so right.
It's so true, though. So we have these collage style thumbnails. The 3-image tactic is one that works so often. The text, we still want to have a really identified focal point. So that we can see in a few of them, could be a little bit more obvious in other ones, but we have that white stroke around her, pulling her forward. We have the text. It's like the crazier, almost the better, as long as it's all not the same color and can't be easily identified any image. But it's a vibe.
I agree.
You go for the vibe.
So now the question is the video good? Because that's the thing that really is going to matter. Oh, look at that. Look at that.
I love Lush. Top favorite bath bombs.
Listen, I love bath bombs.
Oh, so cute. See, like these aisles to me, this should have been more of the thumbnail. We shouldn't have been circled. Like this store is an aesthetic dream. Mm-hmm. There should have been wide shots from the store that could have been worked into the thirds.
Yeah, because this is the thumbnail, and it's, I think when I look at it, it's there, right? You can see what's going on. But to your point, like, I don't need to see you front and center for this. Actually, I would love to see you more in like the last third, and then maybe these bigger.
Yep, like those aisles, like it's just rainbow assortments, wall to wall of bath bombs. Like we need that as one image. We need you shopping from afar away as one image. All about capturing that actual lifestyle component. So like the 3 images does that. You want something like up close and like really beautiful. You want you like caught in the wild. And then that third one. It's so true though. And that third one is like up for grabs. But yeah, I think we could have bumped this one up a bit more lifestyle-y. Travis always says this. It's hard to not put yourself in the thumbnail when we know that that's how we connect to people. We know that, you know, the whites of our eyes, our smile, that's how we become relatable. But sometimes that's not the priority for a thumbnail. And it's really hard to kind of like set that aside and decide, okay, well, when is the right time? When does that make sense?
Totally agree. Totally agree. All right. Let's look at some other comments and see if we find out something fun. I physically can't find the time to post more frequently at this point in life. So the only thing I can address is quality. It's been almost 3 years, 143 subs, 80 hours watch time in 28 days. And the videos have gotten better, but there's still more work to do. Please, the algorithm gods and viewers. I understand this struggle. I want to say one thing.
I get it.
We hear stuff like this all the time, don't we, Jen?
Oh, yeah.
So when someone says something like this, what do you say?
Well, I look at what their goals are, what they have the actual time to do, and how we can work towards those goals with the time. I mean, it's really as simple as that. Praying to the algorithm gods. I mean, I think we can all do that a small portion still. We always want to be on the good side, but it's of course not going to come down to that. It's going to come down to consistently creating content, getting better at that content that you're creating, and becoming a stronger creator. And things really do fall into place when that happens. But spending the time that you have wisely is something that a coach helps you with. It's what we have coaches for. That's really what I would say.
And I think this is what they're talking about, like 2 months ago, 6 months ago. So they have long stretches in between doing content. And then they have a premiere set up for tomorrow. Quite frankly, if it's me, I'm not premiering this. I'm just letting it fly.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to be there for the chat portion of it, just do a live premiere when you're ready. This is set for tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. my time. But the reality is, if you don't have a large audience going with you anyway, you're not really doing anything but wasting time. Just get the thing out there, let YouTube figure out who it's for, and hopefully you'll grab some views. But I mean, some of these thumbnails are okay. Like this is a really cool thumbnail. It's interesting. It says not safe for work, NSFW there. So it makes me kind of wonder what, you know, and it certainly looks like a lot of other people wanted to know too with 1,800 views. But they've had some success, 7,000 views here on a spark plug video.
I like the thumbnail for the Yellowstone's Lamar Valley.
Yeah. But again, what is this channel? Like, it looks like it's almost like a Jeep channel, but not quite. The one thing that would concern me about this channel, and it's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's just something to think about. What if one of these videos took off? And like he said, he physically can't find the time to post more often. And as we know, doubling down as fast as you can sometimes is the difference between succeeding and getting that viral hit and just missing your opportunity.
It's true. I mean, that is an opportunity in itself, but it is okay too if that video does take off and you don't have time. You have that information. You know the direction to move forward with when you do have time. So it's not going to break your channel if you can't follow that up. I mean, you're not going to see that follow-up success, but it's still going to be great. It's still going to be great data for YouTube to collect and a great win, honestly.
I posted my first YouTube video on 4th May 20. So this was only 6 days ago. I made 2 videos and I'm editing the 3rd one. I got 5 subscribers so far. Well, congrats. I cannot imagine the skills like video editing, scripting, lighting that I've learned in 10 days. I'm also feeling I'm improving my patience to sit alone for long hours, attention span, while as long as I'm enjoying long content. I have a list of improvements to make soon. That's fantastic. What a great way to think of things.
That's so amazing.
Yeah,
that's so amazing.
Let's talk about patience when being on YouTube.
Patience and YouTube that is one.
Yeah.
That is just one.
I mean, you definitely need some patience, that's for sure.
You need patience. You need a little bit of thick skin too.
Yes.
YouTube's going to beat you down. I mean, they're going to give you like the highest highs, but they're also going to like slap you in the face.
Bruh. Focus on making the videos you want to make. There, fixed it. The audience will either come eventually or it won't. But you'll quit if you're only making videos because you think is what other ones watch. You know, This is a very realistic way of looking at YouTube, and I love it because it's so real.
There's facts to that, and then there's also things where you're like, do both. Think about your audience, but also make videos for you. But I think it depends on, like, everyone goes into YouTube with a slightly different goal. If you go onto YouTube as like a creative outlet, then this mentality makes complete sense. You're making videos for you. You're practicing these skills. The audience will come. And if you're not in a rush like that, that is totally fine. People who come in looking for results, want to grow quick, probably not the mentality that I'm going to say to go with right off the bat.
That is true. But let's take a look at her channel. I think you're going to be kind of surprised by this.
Surprise me.
So she's doing a little DoorDash stuff, but she gets views. Remember, 500 subscribers.
Okay.
And we're seeing good views in 9 days, 600 views, 600 views, 700 views, 1,000 views in a month, 3,000 views in a month, 1,000 views in a month, like 1,800 views. She has put, there's something about her content that people are connecting with. She's talking from experience. She's like, look, I'm doing something that I love and people are connecting with it. Cool. So she definitely has a very succinct way of putting the way that she's done her content. It's like, I'm just going to do it. If people can come or not, I don't care. But people are coming.
Oh, look at that red outlier.
Oh, this one right here. Yeah, 11 times her normal thing. This is a tool you can get with vidIQ. You can get the plugin. There'll be a link in the description below. And 11 times the normal views that she gets on this camping, the door dashing Parker, Arizona. Very cool stuff.
So is she car camping and door dashing, or did she get?
I think she doubled it up.
Wait.
I think. I mean, I've never heard of car camping before.
I've car camped.
Of course you have. You've done all the things.
Many years ago.
I've never heard of the thing. So what do? You just camp in your car, or how does that work?
Yeah, I had a Subaru and I had a mattress in the trunk. The seats fold down. You blow up the mattress. You sleep in the trunk.
What?
You get a cooler. Get some water to go.
Okay.
Brush your teeth outside of a Walmart parking lot.
Well, I'll be dang. Well, she's doing that. Can you imagine your DoorDasher coming up and you see like an inflated bed in their thing? I'm like, look, where'd you get my sandwich from? I don't know where that sandwich has been. So I've decided to stop pushing shorts to my subs. Most of my views come from long form content, and my shorts are only meant to expand my reach, which is what we kind of just saw. We have a large YouTuber who's got a lot of shorts going out that are doing really well, and the long form isn't performing at the same level. That's okay. Again, success is really an individual thing. Like maybe you just say, as long as I can pay my bills, that's success. I don't care if everything gets 100 views or 1,000,000 views. As long as my bills are paid, that's success. Well, boom, there you go. Others are like, I just need the most views every single time. That's a very hard thing to do. But I like this. They're thinking that, hey, you know, I know what shorts are all about. I'm using them for a very specific purpose, and my long form stuff is the stuff I really want to do. And with just under 1,000 subscribers, in 6 days, got a great amount of views on this video, almost 50, well, over 1,500 views. And it's an outlier for them by 4 times. So they found something that worked really well. Obviously, you want to double down on this. What do you think?
Versus content is always highly, highly discoverable. Every single time, that was such a home run. And it doesn't have to be the same video. You don't have to compare like those exact same motorcycles or anything. But when you compare things that people know, we have that familiarity. We're probably going to get that click. And also people want to know if they agree with you.
I always talk to creators about versus as much as possible because you're actually getting traffic from multiple places. In this particular instance, you're getting traffic from CSC Wolf fans, you're getting fans from Honda Trail fans, and then you're getting traffic from people who are not sure which one they should buy. That's like 3 different types of people that are going to find this video and find it relevant. These are winners every single time. Most niches can do versus videos from time to time and win.
Let's talk about versus content per niches.
I love that.
What would that look like?
Well, give me a niche.
Lifestyle to me, I'm like instantly thinking dupe versus designer, drugstore versus luxury.
Those are pretty good. I like to go with something that's pretty popular elsewhere. And one of my friends, Austin Evans, has a broke versus pro, which I helped other large YouTubers use something like that, which is a very cheap thing versus a very expensive thing, which you kind of just implied. But doing that across any niche works, period. Like makeup, it's like a home run every single time. But any product, every single time. Like I used $1 pen versus a $75 pen to write the same thing, and can anyone tell? Or there's always something you can do. For example, we were talking to a creator earlier today who has a movie trailer and stuff. We can talk about Marvel versus DC. So there's that there. There's tons of things you can do. Always something.
There's so many. I feel like a lot of them come down to money and time.
Save yourself money or time. You're going to get clicks. If you can show me how to save money or time or make money, you can't make time, 100% you're getting my click.
Anytime I say like a list of things, I always feel like I need 3, and then I'm going to get tripped up if like I can't think of a third. I'm like, there's got to be another.
I had a story and I started with chapters 1 and 2 and I didn't write 3. We had fun doing this. If you want someone to be able to look at your content and help you through, we actually have a link in the description below for YouTube 101 coaching, where you can have your own coach, just like Jen, walk through your channel and help you figure out exactly what you need to help your channel grow. We're doing this here on the vidIQ YouTube channel. If you like to, let us know in the comments, like what kind of things should we do? We want to look at your channel. Why should we? Tell us in the comments.